Akkalkot Sri Swami Samarth Lilamrita, written by Sri Matangi Balaji and Sri J.H. Barratt. Chapter 30 and 31, Taming of Ramdasi Boa's Pride. During the stay at Mangalwada, Sri Swami Samarth visited a mutt in town called Chalambe, which is in the Bhima River, on the bank of Bhima River. The Chalambe mutt belongs to the Patavardhans and was looked after a man named called Ramdasi Boa, who was very proud of his spiritual knowledge. While Sri Swami Samarth was at that mat, he had midday meal and fell fast asleep. Ramdas Boa had to go out urgently on business. When Sri Swami Samarth was still fast asleep, not knowing what to do, Ramdas Boa locked the door from the outside and the left. In the evening, some people noticed Sri Swami Samarth strolling along with Bhima River in the deserted place. The matter spread like a wildfire throughout the village and reached the ears of Ramdas Boa. I locked the door. How could Sri Swami be on the bank of the river? I have the key. What a mess is this? Thinking this, he went towards the mutt. When he arrived there, he found that mutt remained locked, just like he'd left it. Has then went straight into the river bank and searched Sri Swami Samarth. His surprise knew no bounds. When he found Sri Swami Samarth there, he fell at Sri Swami's feet and begged for his forgiveness. After this event, Ramdas Boa's ego completely disappeared and shattered. An attendant named Parashuram Bhatt from Solapur witnessed this event. We have heard similar leelas in the histories of other masters, like Seshadri Swami of Tiruvannamalai. Is it possible to confine souls who have reached the state of liberation somewhere in the particular? Can a simple lock restrain them? Sri Swami Samarth, J.J. Swami Samarth. 31st chapter. Grace to the Revenue Officer. Another interesting incident took place during Sri Swami Samartha's stay at Mangalwada. One day, a revenue officer named Sri Yashwant Mahadev, later to be known as Dev Mamladar, arrived from the village called Bhose to receive the darshan of Sri Swami. A few days earlier, Yashwant had a dream in the yogi gave him a shaligram and blessed him, saying, "With this shaligram, you will come into progress into the worldly life and spiritual life become a saint." When he woke up, Yashwant was very surprised to see that there was a shaligram near him. A few days later, Yashwant had the privilege of visiting Sri Swami. He was very happy and felt the fate of Swami Samarth, who was of course the very same yogi who had seen the dream. He remained the same prostrated position for some time without wanting to get up. Sri Swami touched Yashwant's head and blessed him and said, "Where is your shaligram?" Yashwant was very happy and said, "Maharaj, you are the incarnation of Sri Datta," and repeatedly fell at Sri Swami's feet and kept bowing. Yashwant Mahadev then performed Pada Puja to Sri Swami, fed the Brahmins, and asked permission to leave. "You can leave, you will be famous all over the world," as Sri Swami said and blessed him. After that, Dev Mamladar lived a very happy and honest life. He would not hesitate to help those who asked for it. Even though 4 children were born to him who died, his bhakti remained unchanged. The thought of Sri Swami was orchestrating everything from the same reason. One day, Mamladar was appointed as a judge in Satana near Nashik in 1870-71. There was a terrible famine in the Satana. The animals starved to death and people were suffering from hunger and thirst. Dev Mamladar sold the jewelry from his home and helped the people by feeding them. However, the situation did not change. Not knowing what to do, he took the key to the government's treasury and distributed the whole money from it to thousands of people. People praised him and left. Now of the matter reached the government. The deputy collector called Dev Mamladar for questioning and came to inspect the treasury. What a surprise! There was no shortage of treasury. Money was the deputy collector arrived. The Gita verse, Yogakshemam Vahamyam, means for the benefit of my devotee I shall bear the burdens. Similarly, would Sri Swami Samarth leave his devotee alone? Sri Swami saved him from the predicament. Dev Mamladar was not interested in the work from this event. After resigning his job, he took his wife Gopika Bai and left for the pilgrimage. Both of them went into the intense yoga practice and both later attained Mahasamadhi together. By the gates of Sri Swami Samarth, the couple attained a very high spiritual state. This story is example of the sublime position of their Guru and one who asks him the special path without approaching him for the petty demands of this worldly life. There ends the chapter 31.